They're off. Evan Harlan flashing out with early foot, and Twist and Twirl racing down to the inside right there too, and Collection Day and Monji they're a joint third as they come past the Turfside Terrace. Down to the inside is Prowling Tiger. Pent up in between horses is JUULSTONE and Little Titan. 'Tis a Giant. Benny Havens deep on the course, only 4 or 5 lengths off the lead as they push on to the first turn run. Here's Battle of Normandy over to the 2-path as they move round that first turn run. Ice Cold Frosty lingering in the back of the pack early, and Awesome Man second to last, and trailing the field is the Happy Giant. The Happy Giant lasted about 14 or 15 off of speed. The opening quarter, 24.45. So Evan Harlan take it in hand to try to slow it down, tracked by Monjida's a length and a half behind in second as they pass the 5-ace. Twist and Twirl down inside. Collection Day travels in fourth. JUULSTONE is in fifth while saving ground, and 'Tis a Giant is next, a gap of a length and a half back, and it's Prowling Tiger who's next in line. The inside Awesome Man inside run 48.82 heading on for the far turn, where it's still Evan Harlan up top. Evan Harlan from Monji the Grey on the chase in second, and the inside is Twist and Twirl in third. Now JUULSTONE is let loose and out of the clear. Here comes JUULSTONE. JUULSTONE moving smoothly in the third while 3 wide at the top of the stretch, and a quarter to go at Pimlico, and JUULSTONE fires up at Monji. Down inside Evan Harlan's trying to kick on again. Twist and Twirl is racing fourth out of the inside. Awesome Man is fifth out toward the center of the course with a furlong left to go. JUULSTONE, Evan Harlan, and here's Battle of Normandy. Very late to the far outside, deep of the track. Also Awesome Man is right there. JUULSTONE got the jump. JUULSTONE and a foot over second. Evan Harlan in Battle of Normandy. Awesome Man, and it was Prowling Tiger. Stepping in the winner's circle, JUULSTONE, owner 3 Diamonds Farm, trainer Michael Maker, jockey Tyler Gaffleon, 6-year-old big gelding by American Pharaoh, out of Hessonite by Freud, bred in Kentucky by Dat Farm LLC. Official $2 exacta 40.20, $57.10 for the dollar trifecta. Dollar superfecta $736.70, 613.511. Second race, scratch 3 Outkissed, and the 5 going to the lead. 3 and 5 out of race 2. Pick 4 wagering, third race. 3 Two Sides of Love, owned by Pewter Stable, James Politano. 4 Super Tropical, 1 over. 8 Policewoman, cheek pieces off today, change of equipment to blinkers on. Blinkers on 8 Policewoman. Scratch alternates 13, 14, 15. And they're off. CEES Get Degrees off to a very sharp start and grabs the lead. Ruggs is second and Hunter Joe down to the inside, and on the outside is Holy Synchronicity of the second flight, and Sappha's Day trails the field. CEES Get Degrees has made the lead, and now Arad Ortiz is going to try to slow it down. Right alongside there is Ruggs outside, and it's Hunter Joe down to the inside, and Holy Synchronicity, the green silk's about 3 wide, heading for the far turn run, and Sappha's Day trails the field. CEES Get Degrees leads the way from Ruggs, about a half length into the far turn run. Opening quarter, 23.01. So it's CEES Get Degrees in front still from Ruggs on the outside in second, and Hunter Joe ground saving, ridden for more in third. Holy Synchronicity and Sappha's Day has to fire on from last, but only 4 or 5 to close in. At the top of the stretch, it's CEES Get Degrees. Ruggs driven up on the outside to try to pass now. 45.68 was the half mile. As they move into the stretch with a furlong left to go, it's CEES Get Degrees. Ruggs still trying hard. At the inside, Sappha's Day's trying to make a little bit of headway, but it's CEES Get degrees in front and pulling away. CEES get degrees of Rugs. Safa's Day on the inside, going to make it interesting for second. CEES get degrees. Safa's Day. Then it was Rugs third and Holy Synchronicity fourth. Running time, minute 9.80. For Super Tropical is 1 over. 8 policewoman, change of equipment, cheek pieces off and blinkers on. Cheek pieces off, blinkers on, number 8. Scratch 13, 14, 15, and 16. Third race, scratch 13, $40 trifecta, $12.60. Dollar superfecta, $21.40. $2 double pays $42.46.7. Arad Ortiz Jr., owned by Winning Moves Table, winning trainer David Jacobson. 5-year-old Big Gelding by Painter, out of Indian C by Indian Charlie, bred in Kentucky by Horseshoe Racing, LLC. Pieces off, blinkers on, number 8. Scratch 13, 14, 15, and 16. Third race, scratch 13, 14, 15, and 16. Fourth race, second leg of the pick 5, the Hilaire DuPont Distaff Stakes presented by Starry, no changes. Fifth race, third leg of the pick 5. Fifth race, scratch 1A Chickiness, part of the entry. Scratch 2 Bandits Warrior, and scratch 4 Combat Queen, entered for the main track only. In the sixth race, scratch 2 Hide Right Away. Sixth race, scratch the 2. Number 4 End Whistle, 4 over. 7 Liquidator, 2 over. Seventh race, scratch number 3, 110. Scratch number 11, Mongolian Hero. 23 minutes to race 3 at 5 furlongs on the turf. Rail at the true 0 setting today. Wildcat, 5-2, now 5-2. Up forward, watch this birdie. Lady Wildcat, 5 ace. And they're off. Two Sides of Love. Watch this birdie up for it out of the inside, flashing up as Police Woman on the outside. Caroline KRYSTYNA in the red silks now coming forward to challenge for the lead. Caroline KRYSTYNA on the inside. There's Two Sides of Love. Head-to-head. Police Woman is racing third. Up forward is next and fourth. Lady Wildcat has worked over 2 or 3 path. Then back to Watch This Birdie. Gap of 2 more lengths. And back to Super Tropical Determined. Stella is next. And they are followed by B Mountain. After B Mountain, it's a break of about 5 lengths. Carolina Hideaway, who's racing now to the back of the pack with Stage College. Trailing the field is Gazzolani, top of the stretch, where it's Carolina KRYSTYNA breaking away to a solid lead and running away. Carolina KRYSTYNA now put to a drive, and here comes Up For It with a final bit on the outside for the last 16th of a mile. Up For It trying to gain. Carolina KRYSTYNA's holding under Carol Cedeno, Carolina KRYSTYNA, and Carolina Hideaway on the outside. Carolina Exacta, Carolina KRYSTYNA, Carolina Hideaway, and then it was Up For It, and then a Watch This Birdie. Official. Caroline KRYSTYNA. Carol Cedeno aboard, owned by Stebbins Racing LLC. Kerry Bryan trainer. Official. $1. Dollar trifecta, 11, 9, and 1, $1,138.20. 11, 9, 1, and 2, $1 superfecta, $3,627.80. $2 double, 7 and 11, $33. 50-cent pick, $389.35. Fourth race. 5. And they're off in the Hilaire DuPont Distaff. Falconet asked for early speed. Interstate Daydream solid break as they head in front early, and Misty Mauve is next, and followed by Butterbean. On the inside is Le Davida and Misty Veil on the outside, moving up within a couple of lengths of the early pace. Interstate Daydream leads the way around the Pimlico first turn. Interstate Daydream has a half-length advantage from Falcon up there second, Falconet second, and Butterbean third to the inside. Then Misty Veil and Misty Mauve and Le Davida on the inside, only 3.5 lengths from the front. The opening quarter mile, 24.35. 6 furlongs left to go in the Hilaire Dupont Distaff, and its Interstate Daydream is settled into a steady beat, getting mild pressure from Falconet on the outside. Butterbean is third, while riding the inside. Misty Veil is at fourth. Back to Misty Mauve, and Le Davida sixth, and has to pick it up, heading over the far turn run, where Interstate Daydream and Falconet continue 1-2, and Butterbean is third on the inside. Misty Veil out in the clear, and Misty Mauve second last position, and Le Davida now in the two-path has to quicken up for the back of the pack. Half mile went in 48.93 as they round the far turn with 3 furlongs left to go. The 6 furlongs in a minute 12.72. Now 2.5 furlongs left. They race toward the top of the stretch. Interstate Daydream is the leader. Falconet coming under pressure in between horses. Misty Veil on the outside as they turn for home. Le Davida trying to get involved to the center of the track into the stretch. Furlong and a half left to run. Interstate Daydream clinging to a narrow lead from Misty Veil. Misty Veil up to even terms. Interstate Daydream now nose to nose for the lead. Le Davida toward the center is racing in third. Interstate Daydream is digging back in. Interstate Daydream. Interstate Daydream. A gritty winner to win over Misty Veil and Le Davida, and then it was Falconet fourth. It's official. The Hilaire Dupont Distaff Stakes presented by Starry. Old Bay Filly by Classic Empire, from Babcock by Uncle Mo. Bred in Ontario by William D. Graham. Running time minute 49.32. $2 double, 41.60. 50-cent pick 3, 21.20. $2 exacta, 33.40. Dollar trifecta, 48.50. Dollar superfecta, $84.40. In the gate, 5 ace. And they're off. Above the limit, very fast as usual. Golden Kettle on the outside. Laughing Play down to the rail. An American Starlet between horses. They're all on the chase. And next is White Knuckle Flyer racing along next as they head off at the far turn. Who's dropped back a little bit actually now and passed by Gastown Babe and Roses for Deborah. White Knuckle Flyer now back to the pack. And it is Respectfully also in the back there, second last position. And Still My Babe is racing on the outside, midpoint on the turn. Above the limit, 21.38 at opening quarter mile. Above the limit in a 4-length lead. On the inside, Laughing Play tries to gain there from second spot, and Roses for Deborah's underway is the gray. Here's Roses for Deborah charging hard into second with a furlong left to go. It's above the limit, Roses for Deborah. Laughing Play is back in third. Roses for Deborah keeps on coming and takes the lead under Joel Rosario. Here's Roses for Deborah. Above the limit hangs it well for second. Laughing Play was third, and American Starlet. Unofficial winner, Roses for Deborah in 55.54. Official. Roses for Deborah Joel Rosario for John O'Mara owner, trainer Christophe Clement. In 55.54. Roses for Deborah, 4-year-old Gray Filly. Dollar Superfecta $215.50, $2 double $17.80. Pick 3 $39.05, pick 4 $90, pick 5 $1,148.10. Today's fifth race, won by Roses for Deborah, 8th running of the Sergeant Reckless Memorial Dash. For the presentation, Robin Hutton, author of the New York Times best-selling book Sergeant Reckless, America's Warhorse. And they're off. Liquidator and Whistle with early Zip Etcha by Golly involved in the early mix, along with Freccia d'Argento on the outside. Now Liquidator will settle into fourth after a sharp break. Italian Dressing is on the inside 4 from the lead. Continental Congress, Royal Whisper in the back of the pack there with Continental Congress. They have about 6 lengths to make up. Betcha by Golly and Whistle head-to-head past the half-mile pole, and Freccia d'Argento is tracking in third, followed by Liquidator, and now Royal Whisper is taking out 3 or 4 wide. Royal Whisper here on the outside has moved up into fourth and within 2.5 of the lead, and 3 furlongs left to go. Opening quarter, 22.89. Betcha by Golly to catch. Royal Whisper on the outside moves second, and Freccia d'Argento is third in between them, and Whistle is in fourth. They're followed by Liquidator, Continental Congress, Italian Dressing trailing the field into the stretch, and Royal Whisper 45.70 half mile. Royal Whisper leads the way. Betcha by Golly battles Freccia d'Argento there on the outside third past the furlong marker, with Royal Whisper in front. Royal Whisper and Freccia d'Argento trying to close it on the outside. Freccia d'Argento coming at Royal Whisper. Royal Whisper hanging on. Royal Whisper. Freccia d'Argento and then Betcha by Golly. Official 16537. 10 strike racing. Trainer Brittany Russell, Javion Toledo. Aboard for the victory on the 4-year-old Bay Filly. By Palace Malice, out of Discreet Star, by Discreet Cat. Bred in Maryland by Barack Farm. In a minute 10.67. Dollar exact at $22.40. Dollar trifecta 165 57.60. 165 and 3. Dollar superfecta pays $250.90. $2 double of 7 and 1 13.40. 50-cent pick 3 $7.45. Next up, the 7th race, exacta trifecta superfecta double pick 3 50-cent pick 5. Races 7 through 11, mile and a 16th on the turf. Rail at 0 feet, turf firm. Scratch 3 110. Scratch 11, Mongolian Hero. 8th race, 1 Cloud Music, jockey Carlos Lopez Jr. Scratch the 4 Cartographer, 5 Collectorate. 8 Kidman Carey, and scratch the 9 Good Afternoon Oscar. And they're off. Off to a solid beginning. Dr. Davis and You Must Chill. Also, here's Clint Maroon, the gray flashing up on the outside. Clint Maroon, Dr. Davis just in front from Clint Maroon. You Must Chill. Take it back on the inside from third, and King's Honor now up close to the outside. Next is Cannon's Roar. After that comes Shadow Sphinx. And then Encourage is over about 3 deep into the first turn run. And Ground Saving Chilean only about 7 from the front. Alongside of that is Bob Marco, Tom Hagen, Be Determined. And trailing the field is Saranac, who's last of them all. Saranac last in about 15 from the front runner. It is Dr. Davis up front. Dr. Davis 3 parts of a length from King's Honor on the outside in second. You Must Chill is third. Next in between horses, Clint Maroon is in fourth and Encourage in fifth. The opening quarter 23.12, so they're moving right along now. Just in behind that group is Shadow Sphinx. Shadow Sphinx is about 5 lengths on the front and appears to have a bit of run there. Inside, and then Cannon's Roar. Half mile 47 seconds flat heading off of the far turn run. Dr. Davis in front. Half length from King's Honor, who's on the outside in second spot. And then Encourage trying to get closer on the outside. Encourage making a 3-wide bid toward the lead. You Must Chill racing down to the inside as they're on the far turn. So about 3 furlongs left to go. 6 furlongs a minute 10.83. They race to the top of the stretch now with a quarter to go at Pimlico. And on the inside, Dr. Davis tries to kick. You Must Chill comes off the inside. Encourage battles along on the extreme outside there. Is Cannon's Roar trying to gain ground late. And Shadow Sphinx has found room now. Here comes Shadow Sphinx charging hard. Shadow Sphinx on the outside. Dr. Davis trying to hold. You Must Chill. Shadow Sphinx is worked up to third. Dr. Davis, the doctor did it at 22-1. Dr. Davis. You Must Chill, photo third, Shadow Sphinx, and Chilean. Dr. Davis at 22-1. Almost long shot, 47.80 winner. Owned by Team Hanley, trained by Arnaud Delcourt, 4-year-old bay gelding by Tour. Trifecta 2-in-1, $388.80. Trifecta $651.50. Dollar Superfecta $1,692.20. $2 double 1 and 2 $95.80. Pick 3 $110.80. Pick 4 $172.70. Pick 5 $1,759.85. Eighth race presented by the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance. Number 1, Cloud Music, jockey Carlos Lopez Jr. Scratch the 4, Cartographer, and the 5, Collectorate. Scratch the 8, Kidman Carey, and scratch the 9, Good Afternoon, Oscar. And they're off. Johnny Z from Albany, right out to the front from Cloud Music, and third is Heldish at the inside. Fort Warren now takes third and on the chase on the inside. Johnny Z from Albany leads a length from Cloud Music. The outside Heldish, the inside is Fort Warren. They're head-to-head now for third. Next is Contempt back of the pack with Indy Bound. It trails the field. 6 lengths will cover front to back with a half mile left to go. At opening quarter, well, is that right? Into the far turn, Johnny Z from Albany flashes away from Cloud Music, a length and a half. Johnny Z from Albany has plenty of Z for zip. Johnny Z from Albany. Now Fort Warren asks for a little more run from third down to the inside. And they're followed by Heldish at the far outside. And then followed by Contempt second to last. And trailing the field is Indy Bound. Turning for home with a quarter to go at Pimlico. Johnny Z from Albany has the lead by 3. And Fort Warren trying to get into gear. Down to the inside and shifting just to the outside of Johnny Z from Albany, who's got a furlong left to go. And a 2-length lead on Fort Warren, who's trying to reach. It is Johnny Z from Albany. Fort Warren on the outside. Johnny Z from Albany. Fort Warren gets the lead late. It's Fort Warren. Had to work for it, but wins by 2 from Johnny Z from Albany. And then it was Heldish third and a photo fourth in a minute 9.94. Trainer 2 wins today. Brittany Russell. Fort Warren, a 3-year-old bay called by Curlin. Ravla Appassionata by Bernardini, bred in Kentucky by Stone Street Thoroughbred Holdings, LLC. Minute 9.94, the time. Official prices coming up. $0.50 pick 3 returns $36.90. $2 exacta pays $11.40. Dollar trifecta $10.20. Double $112.60. Today's 8th race presented by the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance. Jeff Blue. In the gate. They're off into the very one. Spicy Marg very fast away from the gate. Trained to Artemis. Whiskey and Rye for the inside. Running along in third. Her World on the outside. Ooh, checking there was Whiskey and Rye, who got shuffled back badly. Lost a couple of spots down the backstretch run. And so it is. Spicy Marg, the leader from Can the Queen, last year's champ. And then is Her World on the outside. And trained to Artemis racing along in fourth. Back to Whiskey and Rye. It followed by Queen Sheba, gap of 3. Back to Spawn, Glass, and Thundering Creed is racing to the back of the pack now. And trailing the field is Lemos Cunha. A race to the top of the stretch with a quarter to go at Pimlico. And a narrow lead there for Spicy Marg is trying to hold on about 3 parts of a length. Train to Artemis coming off the inside now. Her World the far outside, and Can the Queen is next. And Spun Glass trying to offer a bit of late kick. A Whiskey and Rye drifts to the far outside. Train to Artemis takes over. Train to Artemis bounding home now under Paco Lopez in the very one. Train to Artemis. Second was Spicy Marg, and Spun Glass with a good late kick, and then Thundering Creed. In the winter circle, trained to Artemis, Paco Lopez, for M&W Stables, Kelly Green Trainer, bred in Kentucky by Kenneth Ramsey, Sarah Ram, exacta $50, dollar trifecta $187.30. Dollar superfecta $762.60. $2 double pays $20.20. Pick 3, $121.40. Pick 4, $275.35. Pick 5 pays $1,335.15. Next up, 10th race, scratch 3 Happy Clouds. Grade 3 Miss Preakness Stakes, presented by Case Tractor. 11th race, scratch 12 Majestic Creed. 12th race, the Pimlico Special, Grade 3 Pimlico Special, presented by Bullet Bourbon, scratch 6 Cook Creek. And 13th race, the Georgie Mitchell Black-Eyed Susan Stakes, scratch the 2. Off in the Miss Preakness Stakes. Afternoon tea and Topsy Sharp Break. Here's Key of Life up on the inside to put ahead in front, and Maple Leaf Mel on the speed. Zine on the far outside. Maple Leaf Mel on the outside to contest Key of Life. Now the head-to-head for the lead. Afternoon tea in between horses. Back in third, just outkicked. And it's another 3 lengths back. And Topsy is next in L Street Lady and Bound by Destiny trailing the field. Bound by Destiny a good 10 or 11 lengths off the lead. A Maple Leaf Mel heading into the far turn takes the lead. Key of Life by a length. And on the hot chase there is Afternoon tea, who's keeping up in third position. Topsy, Bound by Destiny, and L Street Lady. Quarter was at 22.26. Midway on that turn, Maple Leaf Mel the one to catch. Maple Leaf Mel inside is Key of Life. Afternoon tea is right there. Another 3 or 4 lengths back. And next is Topsy and L Street Lady into the stretch with a quarter to go at Pimlico. Half mile 45.21. Maple Leaf Mel. Maple Leaf Mel ridden with confidence, and look at her putting on a show. Maple Leaf Mel as Topsy rolls on the outside of second. Maple Leaf Mel hasn't been asked yet. She's home by 3. Maple Leaf Mel, Topsy on the chase. Maple Leaf Mel in a sparkling performance. 4 for 4, Maple Leaf Mel. Topsy was second. L Street Lady was third in a minute 9.56. Trainer Jeremiah Engelhardt. 3-year-old Gray Filly by Cross Traffic out of City Gift by City Place, Brennan, New York, by Joe Fafone. Joel Rosario. 2 wins on the program. For the presentation, today's Miss Preakness Stakes presented by Case Tractor. We'd like to welcome Adam Summerlot. Adam Summerlot, Regional Marketing Manager, Case IH. And they're off in Hilltop Stakes. Mid-pack little spinner sent out for the early lead, and here goes to the outside, well into, zipping up there. So it's going to be well into the first turn, and also there too is After 8, and After 8 is up to grab the lead. So After 8 will go on to that lead by a length on Shirley, entitled the inside, well into in the far outside, and his little spinner in between horses. Now on Shirley will take back there in fourth, only 2.5 lengths in the front, a length and a half back, and Miss New York is followed by Up and Down, and followed by Breath Away. After Breath Away comes ASPRAY, and then Ice Cube Baby, Hang the Moon, and trailing the field is 30 Thou Kelvin. Got to be 16 lengths off that pace. Opening quarter mile, 1 in 22.70 for After 8, and a half mile in a sharp 46.15. Heading into the far turn, After 8, the one to catch from well into in second. Little spinner down inside in third, asks for a little more but drops back. Aunt Shirley is next in fourth and trying to get on the move. Up and Down is fifth, while ground saving now with 3 furlongs left to go as they round that turn. And Miss New York is trying to get underway as well, out wide of the track. And on the far outside, trying to come alive, is ASPRAY into the stretch. 3/16 of a mile left to go. And here is well into trying to challenge After 8, who's done all the running up front. Up the rail, comes Up and Down the far outside. ASPRAY has the kick. ASPRAY and Breath Away, Breath Away, ASPRAY, Breath Away, ASPRAY. Here is ASPRAY. ASPRAY to beat Breath Away. Hang the Moon was third. Up and Down finished fourth. $317, 8 and 6 on official in the Hilltop Stakes. Founder and CEO of Aerovanti. Dollar Superfecta 900 Vibe 90. $2 double 39.80. Pick 3 35.20. Pick 5 returns $1,616.25. Coming up next, race 12, Grade 3 Pimlico Special, presented by Bullet Bourbon. Scratch number 6, Cook Creek. Race 13, Georgie Mitchell Black Eyed Susan Stakes, Grade 2. Scratch 2 Pate, 5 Frosty O'Toole, 6 Miracle. 14th race, scratch alternates 13, 14, 15, 16, Ragtime Riches, Tucker Road, Pay Zone, Alibi Ike. Post time for the Pimlico Special, presented by Bullet Bourbon. And they're off. Bit of a bobble for Law Professor right at the beginning, but quickly recovers. Speed Bias in Keystone Field, and Kutcher down to the inside asks for some early speed too. Law Professor will take fourth and sit right off the lead, guided off the inside there as they move past us now the first time. Speed Bias in front, 3/4 of a length from Keystone Field. Kutcher up close there, riding the rail in third. Law Professor is fourth. Back to Clapton in fifth. Here's Rattle and Roll, who's sixth around that first turn run, some 8 lengths off the pace. And stretch running Armando R, the back of the pack, about a dozen from that leader. So around that opening turn, and it's 23.56 of the quarter mile, set by Speed Bias. Speed Bias, the one to catch. Keystone Field remains close outside of that one, trying to put a little more pressure on now as they make their backstretch run. And so they're 2 lengths back, and Kutcher on the inside of Law Professor. They're head-to-head, right there third, at just about 3 lengths on the front. Another 2, and it's Clapton, as Rattle and Roll still in an even pace, heading on for the far turn run, and Armando R trailing the field, 47.58 for the half-mile fraction, heading round that turn. And it's Speed Bias trying to carry that speed all the way. Speed Bias from Keystone Field. Kutcher asks for more run. Law Professor is ridden along. Clapton is next. And Rattle and Roll's trying to swing into action. Has 7 to make up. Is coming widest of them all with a quarter to go at Pimlico. The outside Rattle and Roll has improved to third. Turning for home, and it's Speed Bias. Rattle and Roll. Shake it up on the outside by Pratt. Here's Rattle and Roll, the center of the track. Speed Bias desperate to hang on. Now they're head-to-head for the lead for the final furlong. Will put up on Keystone Field in third. Rattle and Roll, Speed Bias in for more on the inside. Speed Bias, Rattle and Roll in a fight down to the finish here at Pimlico. Rattle and Roll, Speed Bias, Speed Bias, and Rattle and Roll in a photo in the Pimlico Special. What a thriller! Clapton, and then it was Keystone Field. Minute 54. Official. Rattle and Roll. Rattle and Roll, Flavian Pratt aboard for Lucky 7 Stable, winning trainer Kenny McPeak. 4-year-old chestnut colt by Connect out of Jazz Tune by Johannes. $2 exact at $20, $2, $7, and $3 trifecta $48. Dollar Superfecta $262.30. Double $25.60. 50-cent pick 3, $16.15. Next up, the Georgie Mitchell Black Eyed Susan Stakes, Grade 2. At 1 1/8, scratch 2 Pate, 5 Frosty O'Toole, 6 Miracle. 14th race, scratch the alternates 13, 14, 15, and 16. And they're off in the Black-Eyed Susan Stakes. Sacred Wish is taxed on the outside, going with early speed to his Merlaza. And Hoosier Phillies right there as well. Here's Fiza on the far outside there, racing 4 deep toward that first turn run. So it's going to be Hoosier Philly, Merlaza on the outside, head-to-head into the first turn run. Sacred Wish is next. Fiza racing off the rail in 4th position. Will track the speed now. Comparative ground saving. Tax settles back in between horses as they run the first turn run. Back to Towhead, racing back of the pack with Balpool unhurried. Second last position, and Cats in the Timber trails the field. 8 lengths from front to back, opening quarter mile, 23.44 for Hoosier Philly. Hoosier Philly with a half-length lead with Merlaza there. Second on the outside is Fiza in the clear third position as they run past the 5-ace pole. Sacred Wishes in 4th. Inside Comparative is next in 5th, and Taxed is next in 6th. Back to Towhead, back of the pack with Cats in the Timber, and Balpool now trailing the field, still 9 lengths from front to back. Hoosier Philly in a 47.24 half mile, sneaks away to the far turn, tries to get away from Merlaza. The lead is a length. Hoosier Philly, Merlaza now. Fiza's called on for run. She's outside trying to move from second now and targeting Hoosier Philly midway on that turn as Taxed is racing in 4th and trying to improve too with a quarter to go at Pimlico. Hoosier Philly turns for home. Hoosier Philly, Fiza's working hard. Inside there, dropping back is Merlaza. On the outside is Taxed with a furlong left to go. Hoosier Philly's in front, trying to stay on the outside. Taxed, the 2 grays, so slug it out of the final furlong. Taxed has grabbed Hoosier Philly. Taxed in front with a 16th left to go. It's going to be Taxed pulling the upset in the Black-Eyed Susan Stakes. Taxed and Rafael Bejarano from Hoosier Philly second. Fiza was third, Balpool 4th, and Merlaza.
We just wanted to keep trying like that, you know. We are the last horse to getting in the Preakness, and we was hoping, you know, we waiting for somebody who's gonna be a scratch, but nobody. So we knew it that we're gonna have something special for today in this race, you know.
And you did. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Let's go to Ken.
Stepping into the infield winner's circle. At the Coppola and Preakness Weather Vane, it's Black-Eyed Susan Stakes winner Taxed with Rafael Bejarano, owned by Richard Bodine, trained by Randy Morse. 3-year-old Gray Filly by Collected out of Yankee Union by Yankee Gentleman, bred in Kentucky by Burton C. Jones. Time was 1:49.45 for the mile and an eighth. $189.60 trifecta, $270.70. Dollar superfecta, $1,484.20. Dollar super high five, $8,308.50. $57.40 double, pick $364.50. Pick 5, $1,421.75. Pick 6, $1,039.20. Carry over $91,984.58 to Preakness Day. And they're off. S. Muffin and Surprise Hello, firing up on the outside for the early advantage for Between Horses Hit the Jackpot. Pushing along just a third. Theo Loves a Winner is next in 4th. Covert Cat travels in 5th as they journey down the backstretch. And after that is Thunderhouse. After Thunderhouse comes Certain over to the 2 path. And then racing on the outside is Getting Down on It. After that is Great Call, who's racing to the rear of the field, racing down to the inside there. And then back to Fun Notion as they come down midway on that turn. And so top of the stretch with with a quarter of a mile left to go, and it is S. Muffin who breaks away. S. Muffin in front by 5. Surprise Hello second and driving now. On the inside is Covert Cat is racing in third as they come to the final furlong. Trying to pick up a share of the outside is Certain. Here is S. Muffin. S. Muffin in front with a 16th to go and a solid score from S. Muffin. Covert Cat runs strongly on for second, and then is Surprise Hello. Certain finished fourth, and Theo Loves a Winner. S. Muffin is a big gelding. Five-year-old bay gelding by Into Mischief. Out of repayment by Unbridled Song, bred in Kentucky by 04. 10-2, 12-6. $2 exact at 10-2, 12-40. 10-2, 12-6. Dollar C Perfecta 538.10. 50-cent pick 3, $21.90. Dollar Trifecta pays $162.90. And again, that's C Perfecta 10-2, 12-6. 538.10. 50-cent pick 3, $21.90. Coming up next, wager through Pimlico and our American Racing Channel simulcast action. Still